Welcome to our course, Green Economy, from China's Stories. Today, we will study Chapter 5, Low Carbon Economy. We will learn about low carbon economy from the following four aspects. First, the origin and the concept of low carbon economy. Second, I will briefly introduce some theory of low carbon economics. Third, low carbon economic practices in developed countries. Fourth, low carbon economic practices in China. No carbon economy has entered into our daily life. So, what is low carbon economy? Let's learn about the concept of low carbon economy. After we entered the 21st century, with the rapid growth of the world's economy and the acceleration of globalization, traditional economic development mode, involving heavy population, high energy consumption, has brought about an increasingly dangerous environmental crisis to human society. How to find a new balance between economic development and environmental protection has become a major challenge to human society. Under this context, the low-carbon economy gained a lot of support from the public, the academic circle, and the government. There are a lot of examples about low-carbon economy in our daily life. So, what is a low-carbon economy? How does this word come from? The term low-carbon economy was first introduced in a JELO paper by two economists from the Stanford University, National Trajectory of Carbon Emissions, Analysis of a Proposal to Foster the Transition to Low-Carbon Economies first used the word low-carbon economy. In this article, the authors expressed their concern about the greenhouse effect brought about by the U.S.'s highly energy-dependent way of economic development, and proposed a low-carbon model for economic development. Since then, the concept of low-carbon economy has been attracting great attention from worldwide, and becomes a hot topic in academic field. Economists define low-carbon economy from different perspectives. For example, in 1998, Kinzig and Daniel conducted an economic analysis on the footprint of national carbon emissions and proposed the paths to low-carbon economy. In their paper, a low-carbon economy is defined as an economy based on low-carbon power sources that therefore has a minimal output of greenhouse gas, that is GHG emissions into the atmosphere, but specifically refers to the greenhouse gas carbon dioxide. In 1999, Lester Brown, a famous American scholar, put forward the energy economic revolution, hold that fossil energy has become the main source of carbon emissions. The economic development should rely on new and clean energy sources, such as solar energy and hydrogen energies rather than traditional fossil fuels, in order to establish an efficient and hydrogen-based economy, and further to eliminate pollutant emissions. The British Energy White Paper published in 2003, The Future of Our Energy, Creating a Low-Carbon Economy, states that a low-carbon economy is an economic development mode in which more economic output can be obtained through less natural resources consumed, and less pollution. This is the first time that the term of low-carbon economy appeared in a governmental document. An interesting question is, Why does Britain is the first country to officially define low-carbon economy? The reason lies in the context of Britain faced with at that time. As a pioneer of the first industrial revolution and an island country who is lack of natural resources, Britain is fully aware that the threats to energy security and climate change. At the beginning of the 21st century, Britain is shifting from a country whose energy supply can be self-sufficient to a country whose energy depends on imports. According to Britain's current energy consumption pattern, it is expected that 80% of the UK's energy would have to import from other countries. In 2020, therefore, the British government became the first country who writes low-carbon economy into their national strategy. From the definitions of low-carbon economy given by different scholars and government mentioned above, we can see that essentially the low-carbon economy refers to the improvement of energy use efficiency and energy structure optimization. The nature of low-carbon economy is using clean energy to replace traditional fossil energy. The approach to a low-carbon economy is energy technology upgrading and intuition innovation, which will fundamentally influence and change the concept of how to survive and development for human beings. The goal of low-carbon economy is to decouple carbon emissions from economic growth. In other words, it requires making the growth rate of GDP is higher than that of greenhouse gas emissions, while ensuring the development of low carbon will not slow down the entire economic growth or lower the living standard of people, and the economy and the society will develop sustainably in the long term. It is another great development in human society. After the agricultural revolution and industrial revolution, we can call it Green Revolution. Well, that is all for the introduction to the concept of low-carbon economy. Thank you. See you next time.